okay? And what I learned was I needed to be the CEO of my own bank of energy. Who would like to be the CEO of their own bank? Every day. We could be responsible for ourselves every day. And in our bank, only we can deposit and only we can withdraw. No one else has the power to do that. But by doing that, we need to make sure that we know what our energy is, our input energy, and our output energy. Positive, negative, and neutral. We also have to know what our sources are, input, and our forms of output. So if I'm correct, you guys use a form of alchemy every day. Is it called water?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, water. Or what does Kip use? You guys have 4 core values that focuses on one of our values.
Can we do it all at the same time for our guests? One more time, let's go.
Family, friendship, integrity, responsibility, excellence.
And what does that spell out?
Fire.
So what are we?
Fire.
Fire. Energy. Who's ever touched someone and got shocked? Who's ever rubbed a balloon on their head and made it stick to the wall? So we all understand sources of energy. We are energy. And what Freedom of You does is it teaches us how to be the masters of our own energy right now. How can we feel better right now? Even when we don't want to. We have control to have a better day. And I know your guys' 4 core values focuses on that, right? Every day. So what happens with Freedom of You, being a meditation specialist and also a life coach, which is similar to psychiatry, but I write prescriptions for feeling better and not medicine. And with that, I found ways to remind myself how to control my own energy right now. How to be the mirror and not the reflection of what's going on. And how we do that is we use reminders. See my bell? Every time I ring this bell, I remind myself to be gratitude, to be grateful, to be joyful, to be happy. Because darkness comes and it beats us up. Nobody can beat darkness. What's the only thing that can do darkness?
Light.
Go ahead, read it out. Yellow.
Light.
Light. Who wants to be light? We all want to be light. So how do we remind ourselves to be light even when we're in the dark? We need mental reminders. You guys use your fire as a mental reminder to have a better day. I use bells. And I also use alchemy, Miss Pretty. Who'd like to volunteer to read this for me? I'm going to take the first hand. What's your name, love?
My name is Jalen Mache.
Hi, Jalen. Would you mind reading this for me?
Alchemy. Alchemy. Now, alchemy is defined as the process of taking something ordinary and turning it into something extraordinary, sometimes in a way that cannot be explained.
Can I have another volunteer to read our examples? I'll take the first hand.
An example of alchemy is a person who takes a pile of scrap metal and turns it into a beautiful artifact.
Go ahead with the next one.
When watching a movie and the wizard turns a toad into a beautiful woman, it is an example of alchemy.
Has anybody ever seen these 2 examples in work, maybe while watching TV or something of that nature? So with that, like Harry Potter calls it magic or something, right? Right? Or an artist might take recycled goods and make a beautiful project out of it, right? Or how we use the tree to make paper. That's all a form of alchemy. But the wonderful thing about alchemy is when any of us can choose to make something better right now, out of whatever we have. We have control over our own life and our own energies. But we define energy as money, because who likes money? Right? Everybody likes money. So we're the CEO of our own bank. Remember, nobody can deposit and nobody can withdraw. We're responsible for that. And being the CEO of our own bank, we want to make sure that our bank stays full, right? We want to make sure that we keep money in our account, right? We go somewhere, we want to make sure we have money to buy and do the things that we need. You guys use a $100 tool here. Is that correct? You guys get $100 at the beginning of the week?
We can get more.
Or something of that nature, and then throughout the week you can either lose money or add money?
Yes.
That's the same thing with Freedom of You. You get $100 every day when you wake up, worth of energy. God says. I don't know why, he just says. By the time we take a bath, take a shower, brush your teeth, we got $80 left. We ride our bike to school, we get a flat tire, we bust a knee, we get our pants, our new Jordans are scuffed, and now we're angry, want to come to school and tell everybody the negative stuff that happens. We just went from $80 to $50. It's not even 9 o'clock in the morning. Is that person worth your $30?
Nope.
Okay? Now we get $50 and we get to school, and while we're at school, we have our teachers tell us things we don't want to hear, and then we go and we fuss about it with our friends on the playground, and now we went from $50 to $25. It's only lunchtime. And then we're at lunchtime on recess, and let me use baby back here, we fall when we hurt our leg, right? And we scream and holler, I hate this school, I hate this day. And now we're broke. It's 12:30 in the afternoon, and you're stuck on the playground with a broken leg because you don't have any energy to even get up. So guess what? You're stuck there until the next day comes and you get replenished with a new $100. And now we're at school in the same clothes. We didn't get to shower, so we know how that goes, right? We don't get to go home with our family and eat dinner. We don't get to play with our friends after school. We don't get to ride our bike. We don't get to do any of that because we spent all our $100 being negative. Negative, positive energy is money. When we're negative, we give our money away. You're not my friend. We argue every day. And you said something mean to me, and now I have to say something mean to you. Am I worth your last $10? Would you give the person who works your energy the most your last $10? That's how we have to think about energy. I'm the CEO of my own bank. I want to be in a position that I can produce life, that I can help with life, that I can go home with my family. So as long as we do positive, same, we ride our bike to school, we get a flat tire, we scuff our Jordans, right? So we can be positive. We just push our bike, get to school, get a piece of tissue, wipe off our Jordans, go about the day. You ask me, how was your day? My day's great. Had a good day. Now I went from $80 back to the $100. That's called residual income. That means we have extra. And so to keep myself in this mind frame, I use tools. I use things to remind me to be a better person. The alchemy of it is, this is my Make-A-Wish box. Because we're earth, right? And because we're flesh, earth has to work for us. So in my box, I have rocks. Something super simple, but it's a mental note to remind me to be a better person right now. Am I being the best to myself right now?
Yes.
Negative energy doesn't feed me. Positive energy makes me feel good. You know when you're excited and you get butterflies in your belly and you can't wait, it feels good? That's a good feeling, that's good energy. But then if we get in trouble, we get our punishment, we don't get our allowance, we can't go somewhere, that's the energy that makes us feel bad. We can't control what happens. We can only control how we respond to it. Okay? So my job at Freedom of You is to remind people, what do you want to spend your energy on right now? What now? Right now. If you have no other money, would you spend your whole $100 on one thing and be broke later? No. We want to make sure that we always have a backup. We want to make sure we always have something extra. Even if we just keep $1 in our pocket, that's enough. We're not broke. It's not what we want it to be, but we're not broke. Once we get rid of all our energy, we're broken. And it's hard to feel better. So I use rock, the alchemy of the energy, to remind me, keep it in my pocket, keep it around my neck, to have a better day. Does anybody want a rock to take with them for the day? Okay, so I'm going to pass it around and give you guys an opportunity to ask questions. And in the meantime, go ahead, baby, take one. I want you to look at them and pick which one's best for you.
Who wants a rock? Raise
And
your
then
hand.
pass them around. Take it, baby, take the box. I want you to pass it. You guys look through the box. Pick one that fits you. And while we're doing that, I want to give you guys the opportunity to ask some questions. Let's ask some questions. Back in the room.
What if you don't have like a shirt that goes around your neck on your arm? Things that you carry with you. What if you can't carry it? Can you like? What I'm trying to see is Can you still have energy even though you don't have the stuff around you?
Yes, your energy.
But you can like think of the things that you want.
Yes. So let me make sure that I'm clear. There's nothing about these rocks that are magic. We're not performing any magic. The only thing that the rock does for us is give us a mental reminder to be a better person right now. You can do a bell. You can do whatever you want to do. You can use whatever you want to use. If you guys have your favorite necklace that your grandma gave you, or if you guys have your favorite t-shirt that makes you play ball better. How many play sports in here? Right? Does anybody have anything like a Lucky Charm? Do we all have Lucky Charms? Something that makes us feel lucky. It's the same concept. It's the same concept. They're coming around. Something that reminds us to be a better person to me, so that I can be a better person to you. Have you guys ever been in a good mood and then get around somebody who's in a bad mood? Now all of a sudden you feel like you're in a bad mood? Has anybody ever experienced that? Okay. But it's easy for us to feel better. It's easy for us to choose to have a better day. So freedom of view is what I created when my daughter was gone and I was in a dark place because I still needed to go to work. I still had other kids I needed to feed. I still had a family that I needed to take care of. And I can't do that if I'm feeling bad and I don't want to get up and I don't want to live life. We have to find a way to be better. Go ahead, Larry. My daughter was murdered in Riverside, California. There was the case is still open. No answer. Yes, it is. Any other questions? Does anybody have any other questions about alchemy or energy? I'm gonna take you in the back. Your hand was up first.
So if we were to like if we are at 100 and then we get enough energy like to 150 to 100 and then if like your mom or dad tells you like to calm down or something or like lower your energy, like would that like mean that you your level of positive on this is getting too high or
There's no limit. There's no ceiling. If you wake up with $100 and you spend $20 and taking a shower, you have $80 left, and then all day you walk by and say, hey, cute shoes. Hey, I really like the way you did your math today. Hey, you rode that bike pretty cool. Hey, you knocked this question out. With those three things, I just added $30. Now I'm up to $110. Or 40 is residual income, and it carries over to the next day. You can use it. How many play video games? Me. Who knows Mortal Kombat? Me. Who knows Raiden? Me. Who sees when Raiden gets his energy in it between his own hands and he charges himself up? And when he gets full energy, if he does it right, he can win, right? Your energy is the same. You can use your energy to be positive, or you can use your energy to be negative. But again, it's your bank. No one else can deposit and no one else can withdraw
I'm sorry,
without you.
I apologize, Ms. Pearson.
It's okay.
I'm extremely disappointed right now.
Your hand's been up for a while.